guys, welcome again to King of Puro. Today we're doing episode 15. We're going to do the Grand Prix Tour day 9 and day 10. I'm Last Son and I'm glad you guys are here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mail here. We got a news that Captain Lucha has been hired by Ollie and Bullwrecker injured. We don't have any of those guys. They must be on our short list. Go ahead and check just to make sure that tonight is the event. We'll go ahead and advance to the event. We'll take the auto-booked venue that they're going to give. We got a backstage incident where Star's been passing on tips on psychology to Kubo. That's excellent. Love to see that kind of stuff. We got some pre-booked matches here. Let's go ahead and medal, trying to improve these guys' relationship between Akoma here. And let's do Sojura Sin. Go ahead and do a positive medal and hope that it works this time. No effect. That's okay. Go ahead and get into this. We'll do our pre-booked matches. We have Big Bruiser Finley and Bunraku Tori, just a regular match. We got to steal the show between Blastakoma and Giant Brody, and Funakoshi and Yoshinaka Taku, a regular match. And we get the warning that the BCG World title's not on the line, and that's fine. I think we want the Funakoshi Taku to be our main event. I think we want Finley and Tori to go on before Blastakoma and Giant Brody. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And we'll go ahead and add an angle. And I think we're just going to have Funakoshi come out and give him some time on the mic. And I think he's just basically going to put himself over and kind of like cast doubt at Furusawa and Suki. So let's have Funakoshi says he is the best of all time. And no one, not Furusawa or Suki, can change that. Okay, we'll go ahead and book that. Okay, let's start building this card out here. Let's get a match together. Do a 1v1. Thinking we'll get rid of all the booked. Get rid of these guys up here. And we're just going to look at Kikuchi here and Suchi. Go ahead and save this. These guys have been our, we're going to put it on the pre-show. These guys have been our, well, maybe not this time, but these guys have been our technical masterclass guys that we wanted to use because they're both so skilled technically that I think it's a good idea to use these guys as our, technical masterclass. We're going to call them in the ring, do a slow build, and we'll do that decisive finish. Check this match out just again. So Funakoshi comes out, and then we'll go into the technical masterclass, hopefully with a hotter crowd. And this time we'll have an angle with Maeda announcing the Funakoshi has won Block A, and he will, move on to the finals. So he's the winner of Block A, and will move on to the final. And we'll put this 6 minutes for celebrating for Funakoshi and Maeda. And we'll script these guys on entertainment. And I'm thinking we'll put that at the end of the show. But I don't know if I want it to be the main event. I think I'll put it on the post show. So it'll kind of be like a go home segment. Maeda will come out, announce he's the winner of Block A, and he'll, move on to the final. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Do some pre-show here. Filter out the guys we make sure we don't want. So we'll put the team of Wolfsbane and Diaz. And we'll let them take on Ipitsusai, and Okimasa. I could hopefully passing on some skills from Ipitsusai and Okimasa, give Wolfsbane and Diaz some more momentum. Hope to see that their skills are improving still. Got to book that. Because I think the next tour we will be putting Wolfsbane at the very least up to the main card to let him join. So we'll do a 3v3 match next here. We'll do Serjura Sen and Yokokawa. The third member of the team would be Matsuzara. Now let's do Hirose. Yeah. Sen, Yokokawa, and Hirose. And we'll take and throw to, well, let's throw Sotomura instead of Sen. We'll do against Kubo, Doi, and Ogata. I think Sen is still injured, so we're giving him a little bit more time here to have a break here. We'll give this win to Sotomura, make him a little happy he gets a win there. We're gonna keep it simple for Doi again because he's just been injuring people right and left. We'll have an open match and decisive win. Go ahead and book that. Get the young lion some experience on the pre-show again. I think the card's shaping up pretty good here. We may look at the booking analysis, make sure there's nobody we haven't used in a long while. And I don't think there has been. So I think we'll go ahead and get ready to start the show then. We draw 607 people to Kobe today as the show kicks off with a pre-show match between Sotomura, Yokokawa, and Hirose against Kubo, Doi, and Ogata. It gets us a 44 as Ogata is submitted. Kubo is submitted by Sotomura with a twisted bow and arrow. We get Hirose with a 47, Yokokawa with a 41, Sotomura with a 51, Ogata with a 23, Doi with a 25, and Kubo with a 30. We did get a note that Hirose and Doi both seemed really off their game. The road agent thought they weren't, up to stuff. So not a bad opening pre-match. Accomplishes the fact that we get the veterans some wins, pass on some skills hopefully to the young lions, and get them more ready for the main event or main card of the roster. In our next match, we have pre-show match of Logan Wolfsbane and James Diaz versus Ipitsusai and Okimasa. This one got us a 51. Excellent rating for a pre-show match. Diaz had a 41, Wolfsbane 53, Okimasa 51, and Ipitsusai at 36. Wolfsbane submitted Ipitsusai with a Boston Crab. Really happy to see this. Like I was saying, I think Wolfsbane is potentially ready for the main card. Diaz is not far behind, even if 41 performance is still pretty, decent. It still might need to come up a little bit more, but I think we have a chance to put these guys up on the main card. Then we'll start off here at Angle with Funakoshi. Gets us a 70. Gets the crowd going. It gets a strong start as he comes out and tells everybody he's the best of all time. No one, Furusawa or Suki's going to change that. Basically just talking himself up and putting the other guys down. We'll go ahead and move into our masterclass here between Danjuro Kikuchi and Orange Tsuchi. It does get us a 56 as we get a pinfall. Orange Tsuchi picks up the win with the Orange Flash. Tsuchi had a 52 and Kikuchi had a 51. Not bad. 56 rating is pretty good. Masterclasses are always tough for us for some reason, but not too upset about this at all. So we'll move into Big Bruiser Finley and Bunraku Tori now. Block A action. This match gets us a 65. As Big Bruiser Finley draws with Bunraku Tori as the time limit expired. Big Bruiser Finley did sustain a broken wrist, though, and he had a performance of 61, and Tori had a performance of 73. Really good stuff here. It's a shame to see Finley get the injury, but that sometimes happens, especially with our product and how this stuff happens. So there's our note. We get the broken wrist. Hopefully it wasn't, done by Tori. And we get the note there. And we'll move into Blast Tacoma versus Giant Brody. This gets us a 54. As we get Brody picking up the win. Finally, gets out rid of that goose egg with a single-handed choke slam. Blast Tacoma had a 56, and Brody had a 52. Pretty, decent match between two guys. It was the steal of the show match, so that's kind of worrisome that these guys couldn't turn it up past the 54. But we'll take that and move on. We move on to the main event here. Funakoshi versus Yoshinaka Taku. It gets us a 74. After a butterfly backbreaker, Funakoshi pins Yoshinaka Taku. Funakoshi in the notes here, Road Agent rated his performance at a 75 and Taku at a 59. They gave it the rating of 74. Really happy with this 74. Excellent main events. This tour has been really good so far with main events. And then the whole tour has kind of been good with this Block A, Block B format. So I'm really happy with this part of it. And then we'll move on here to our post-show angle here in a second with Maeda and Funakoshi. He gets announced as the winner. Gets us to 67. Go ahead and end the show as he celebrates. And it gets us a 68 overall. It's not a horrible card. Pretty good card, I think, in front of 607 people. 68 should raise our popularity in the 7 regions. We're not going to hit Kansai. It's going to be hard to hit Kansai, I think, until we get to the very end. And we get these big events. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final Block A standings. We have Funakoshi with 13. We have Bunraku Kitori with 11. Big Bruiser Finley with 7. Blast Tacoma with 3. Taku with 6. And Giant Brody finally got his win and got 3 points. So that's how Block A ends up finishing up. Pretty good performances all around. Funakoshi, taking the victory of the Block A and moving into the final. We'll go ahead and pause here for a second before we go on to, we'll check the Meyer. We'll get the thing that he was injured. Trying to find out if it was a botch. Go ahead and delete that. And now we have our young Lions here that we can take a look at here that graduated this week. And view their profile here real quick. And he's going to be a technical striker. He doesn't seem to have, horrible skills right now for a young Lion. Star qualities, is pretty decent. His skills are pretty decent for a 19-year-old. We're going to probably definitely sign him. Go ahead and sign him for, 3 years. And the only thing I'm thinking about is do I want to give him 10% of merchandise? Yeah, we'll give him the 10%. We have now Naoa Saromi, an 18-year-old technical flyer. So his technical skills, they're a little bit low. Aerial's a little bit low. But that's okay. Look at that star quality. 88 star quality is awesome. His skills, there's a chance we could, really do some good things with him, bring him up. We'll give him a handshake deal as well for 3 years. And go ahead and make the offer there. Complete the hiring. And we have Fujimaru Matoki, another 18-year-old. He's just going to be a regular wrestler. He's got, pretty good psychology so far. Star quality's, not too bad. Decent skills overall. Pretty good stamina for a young Lion. Give him a 3-year deal. We'll go ahead and make that offer and accept the offer and complete that hiring as well. So we have now our first class here with us in charge here. We have our first class of young Lions. And so let's take a look at our finances. I think we still have one more week of time here. We'll go ahead and get it ready to advance to the next day of the tour. Okay, day 10 of the Grand Prix Tour, the last day before the event. Some, plans here for Block B. Take a look at the mail. Just some random guys on our short list that's getting offers from other companies. That's okay. Go ahead and advance to the event here. We have the auto booked. Big Bruiser Finley's out injured. That's right. And check. He is going to be out with 12 days. Okay. Well, that'll hurt the event probably because I could have used him at the event, but that's okay. 12 days is, I guess, not as bad as what it could be. Go ahead and get in here. Book the event. Well, first I want to medal. Try to improve some of the relationships in the back there. We'll try Sojura Sin this time and Blasticoma that way. No medal. I don't know if it works that way. It matters who you talk to first or not. So go ahead and take care of our pre-booked matches here. We got Dynamite Narahashi. We have Reza Nakamoto and Suki. We're going to have this Narahashi Matsushita be to steal the show. Furusawa versus Tashusai. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do an eye match or add an angle first. Let's go ahead and add an angle. We'll have Mabuchi Furusawa come. Let's give him some time to talk. And he is going to talk about, he's going to say it's his destiny to win, block B, and face Funakoshi once more. Give him 6 minutes and book that segment. Go ahead and add a 3v3 match here. We'll let Mira and Yoshizawa take on the Cobras. We just need to find out who we want to be their tag team partners to finish out this 6-man tag. Yoshinaka Taku. And for the other side, we could do Sotomura. Yeah, Sotomura works. Or we could do Matsuzara. Okay. We're going to have Maloney pick up the win. It's going to be over Matsuzara. We're going to have an open match, decisive win. And book the segment. And push this up into the card here. Let's go ahead and add another match. Make it a tag team match here. Filter out our major stars well known. Let's just look at the recognizable guys here. Kamasaka and Kiyotaka, Pitsusai and Okamasa. Change that to the pre-show. Go ahead and filter out these guys again. And we'll put in Wolfsbane Diaz. And we'll let him, that team, take on Okamasa and Pitsusai. Still trying to prime Wolfsbane and Diaz for the main, card here. And we'll have it open and decisive win. Go ahead and book this segment. So we have one in the pre-show now. We don't have a technical masterclass yet, so we'll put that 1v1 here. Kaneda, he's okay, but not hoping. Some of our new young lions here. Kuchi, there's Mitsukuri. Sotomura. And we'll take on Kikuchi. Both of them have pretty high technicals. Put it on the pre-show just in case it bombs. We'll let Kikuchi pick up the win. We'll have to keep Sotomura strong. Slow build. Decisive finish. Book that. Okay, we'll go ahead and add another match at 3v3. And let's see here. Who do we want to put in this 3v3? We could probably try our new young lions. We have Yamamoto, Matoki, Tsuromi. We can let them take on potentially some of these young lions that we're going to be wanting to push out of the unimportant level here. So we got Komodo, Isono. It always sounds good. We'll do the pre-show here. Knock the time limit down to about 12 minutes. And we'll give Imoto the win. We'll have it be an open match. We will script this one. We'll give it a decisive win. Book that. Go ahead and add an angle. Yoshifusa Maeda come out. Rate him on overness or entertainment on the post show. And he's going to congratulate Buchi for Asara. Tell everybody he's in the the final of the Grand Prix tournament. Yeah, so Maeda announces winner of Block B for Asara. Kind of be his celebration time as well, closing out the show with for Asara. So we could do another angle here with Suki and Funakoshi. We'll make sure Funakoshi's off screen. And we'll call this, I'll say Suki gets this time. He's going to declare, doesn't care, want, Funakoshi says, and he introduces his own stable, Suki Gun. Okay, so we'll add in, let's add in the Cobras, Marvel Malloy, and Storm Spillane. And we'll go ahead and script these guys on entertainment. Book that segment. We'll have our new faction, our new stable, our first stable with Suki and the Cobras making Suki Gun. So now change this to have at ringside. We'll have the Cobras at ringside. So go ahead and add Storm Spillane here at ringside. So they're going to be out supporting their leader. Go ahead and add a stable now. Obviously add Suki Gun. Suki as the leader. And we'll add in Marvel Malloy as a member. And Storm Spillane as a member. And add that stable. Well, no, we'll make it just male and gender only because that's all we have in our company. Okay. Looks good, that one. I think we're pretty close to, having a good card here and starting the show. So in our first pre-show match, we have Yamamoto, Motoki, and Tsurumi taking on Emoto, Isono, and Doi. This segment gets us a 30. The young lions here versus the older young lions. Moto pins Motoki after a dangerous brain buster. Tsurumi only had a 13, Motoki 11, Yamamoto 17, Doi 31, Isono 31, and Emoto a 37. We did get Tsurumi was off his game, and we get all the boosts from our road agent here. 13s, 11, and 17, that's kind of what I was expecting, so it's not horrible. It's young lions. We'll have to just, keep teaching them and pushing them up. So in the next match, our pre-show match, we got Roku Sotomura versus Denjiro Kikuchi. It gets a 47. This would be our technical masterclass. Sotomura had a 51 performance. Kikuchi had a 49. Kikuchi submits Sotomura with a step over leg bar. Kikuchi, I think, is close to being ready to be moved up into the main card. I'd like to see higher than 49s and stuff, but it's not horrible. In our last pre-show bout, Logan Wolfsbane and James Diaz take on Ipitsusai and Okimasa, and we have Logan Wolfsbane picking up the win over Ipitsusai after pinning him after a belly-to-belly suplex. It gets us a 51. I'm pretty happy with the 51 with these guys. James Diaz with a 42 in-ring performance according to the road agent. Wolfsbane at 53. Okimasa 50, Ipitsusai at 36. Ipitsusai is in steep time decline, so it was pretty good. We'll move on to the main card here. 587 people see Mabuchi Furusawa talking about his destiny to win Block B and face Funakoshi once more. That gets us a 64 rating. It gets the crowd going hotter and gets us off to a strong start. I'm hoping it will help different, matches later get better ratings. And we move right into Furusawa versus Tanyu Tachusai. And we get 75 segment rating for this. It was really good wrestling, good heat. Furusawa defeats Tachusai with submission move, the Furusawa armbar. Furusawa had a 74 rating and Tachusai had a 59. This was a really excellent match. Good opening bout. I'm hoping it doesn't overshine our main event. So we'll have to wait and see if that happens. But 75 is a great way to start this. In our next match, we have Yoshisada Matsuzawa and Miura Yoshizawa taking on Yoshinaka Taku and the American Cobras. This segment gets us a 67. The Cobras defeat the team, Yoshinaka Taku and the Cobras defeat the team of Matsuzawa and Miura and Yoshizawa after Marvel Malloy pins Matsuzawa with a Marvel Breaker. Matsuzawa had a 49, Miura 59, Yoshizawa 59, Yoshinaka Taku 67. Spillane 54 and Malloy 54. So really good ratings from these guys. These guys are really consistent with how good they are. So really happy with this. And after this, Suki comes out to the ring and announces the stable Suki gun, inviting Malloy and Spillane in. They all stand in the ring, with their arms raised. This segment gets us a 52. Suki looked really good, gives us a boost. Announcing quality lifted the segment. Color commentary gave the segment a boost. So really good. 52, we got our first stable, and it's Suki gun. And now we'll move into Dynamite Narahashi versus Rokumon Matsushita. It's a 61. Matsushita picks up the victory over Narahashi after a one-handed choke slam. Narahashi turned in a 45 in-ring performance according to the road agent, and Matsushita had a 58. So pretty good, rating and performances for both of these guys. This closes out their block B, and we'll see how they finished after the show ends. We move into Reizan Okamoto versus Suki, and this gets us a 78 rating. And it's about that had superb wrestling and great heat. Okamoto drew Suki as the time limit expired, ending both of their hopes of taking away the Block B first place from Furusawa. Okamoto gets a 74 and Suki gets a 68. Excellent performance from both these guys. Really happy with it. And we'll move into the last angle. Maeda and Furusawa getting announced as the winner of Block B. We'll end the show. It gets us a 71. Excellent show. Raised our popularity in 7 regions. Excellent go-home show. Hopefully we can, make good, progress and everything with our big event coming up here. And checking if we have any mail, which we do not. And now I'll throw up the Block B standings, final Block B standings. And as you can see here, Furusawa takes first place with 13 points. Okamoto finishes with 11. Suki finishes with 10. We have Tashusai getting 6. Matsushita picked up 1 win and got 3 points. And Narahashi had the goose egg for Block B. Pretty good action, pretty good show, pretty good. Block B, I'm glad the format, turned out the way it did for us with both exciting Block A and Block B. Well, guys, that does it for episode 15 of the King of Puro. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Next time, we'll take and do the Grand Prix tournament event, take care of the final with Furusawa and Funakoshi, and book that card around him. So if you guys are liking this, please, give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.